Hello, class. My name is LaBarge, and my movie today review is over the movie Up in the Air, starring George Clooney as Ryan Bingham. Ryan Bingham is basically a businessman that spends most of his time in airports and in hotels and travels from company to company and basically assists people with their transition into the unemployment line. We call it firing people, and he calls it helping people move to the next steps of their lives. To be able to travel around the country and do this job, you have to be a pretty good master of interpersonal communications, which he fancies himself very well. Everything from his first impressions as he walks through the door with his transition packets, he sets off the office to deal with those people that might be a little bit louder, a little bit angry when he does fire them, to his carefully thought up canned monologue that he uses with pretty much everybody, as well as the fake empathy that he's so well learned to show other people without really caring about them. He's also a good manager of emotional labor, he fancies himself. He's learned that emotions hold you down. They're the heaviest things around you, and he travels around teaching people how to live a life of emotional freedom and live a very simple, sterile life just like he does, hoping that they can put everything in their life in their backpack. He thinks he's pretty good at all of these things until he realizes that maybe a single, lonely life as a man in his late 40s, late 50s probably isn't the way to live. He meets a girl, falls in love with her, and has realized that his lack of self-disclosure in the past in his life has kind of made him a lot lonelier than somebody his day should be. So he sets about trying to remedy it, realizing that maybe being a motivational speaker and teaching people not to have emotions and to be so clean and so still might not just be the way to go. He tries his hardest to go after the girl he loves. The way it ends is the way you'd expect it to end for a headhunter in a man that spends most of his time fighting other employees. But he does his hardest, and he realizes that's probably not the way to be, to live a lonely life and be miserable just like he had been in the past. How it relates to me is I think he's married to his work. He says that he's only spent 43 miserable days at home. I can definitely understand that. It's not uncommon for me to work 3 or 4 days straight without even seeing my apartment. So he's also a master, as I said earlier, of emotional labor, which I use in my daily job all the time, holding in my thoughts and emotions and not expressing them to the people around me and the patients that I take care of. It's also hard to maintain healthy relationships when you work so much. I definitely understand that. I see where it's coming from with that. And I just have to try and remind myself that he finds out in the end that being married to your job leaves you kind of unfulfilled in the personal life. So, anyways, I would definitely recommend this movie to anybody. It's a little bit of a dark comedy, ones I find the most exciting. And anybody that's a George Clooney fan, I definitely would say check it out. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you guys have a good day.